Hello guys, welcome to my next video, and first of all sorry for posting late. I was occupied somewhere, but right now I am back with a new painting video and I'm sure you're going to like it. And today we are going to make a snow painting, and you can see the picture on the right side of your screen. Yes, this is the painting we are going to paint today, and first of all I have just drawn some lines for the reference, and I have done this pencil work so that it becomes easy for me to paint. So first of all, let me make you aware of the colors. We are going to use only three colors, and this is midnight black, and the second is titanium white, and the third color that you are going to use is Prussian blue or phthalo blue, whatever you like. And the brushes, this is the first large brush, and we are going to paint the sky with it. And this is the second round brush. This is a very beautiful brush gifted to me by one of my friends, and I'm going to put the link of her Instagram handle in the description box. You can check it out. And this is the third brush, 1 inch brush. We are going to apply the black color, the base for our mountain. And this is the fan brush for painting our trees, beautiful trees, and putting the details in there. And number 5 palette knife, we are going to paint snow with it. And this is a round brush to put the details in the clouds. And this flat brush is going to be used to paint some mist if we add into this painting. You can use a large flat brush as well to paint the trees, and the final thing is the paint thinner. So first of all, I have just slowed down this time-lapse video because I was running short of memory in my phone, but that is not going to be the case with the coming videos. So I have used this large brush to paint my sky. This is the same procedure going from left to right or right to left, however you like. And we are not going to make the edges of our sky dark today because all of it is going to be covered with the clouds. I'm just making it dark for my own self because I like to paint the sky. It's just going to be covered with clouds all over. And the second thing is, with our 1 inch brush we are going to apply this black color, and this technique is something very basic to wet on wet technique that I have learned and I teach in my YouTube videos. And first of all, when we are done with applying this black color on the head of the glacier, the same thing has to be done on the lower part, on the slopes. And I'm adding a small amount of blue color in there just to make it a little darker. You can add Prussian blue, and here you have to see one thing, that towards my face, towards the part which is more close to my face is dark, and the part which is away from my face is light. You can see the transition in the slopes. And right now we are into the procedure of making clouds. With the same round brush I have just painted the base of the cloud, and right now I'm adding titanium white onto the top. And this is how you have to do it. You can first of all draw the basic shape and then add details with a flat brush as well. Or if you are trained in using the round brush, you can add the details with this. And you have to cover the whole sky because it's going to be a snow painting, and the whole sky is cloudy, the snow has fallen, there's snow on trees. And now I'm just going to apply this black color again here on the foot of my painting, and this is going to be maybe some slopes or maybe some small mountains where my trees would stand. And you can do it with a flat brush or the 1 inch brush. Because I have small space here, and that's why I'm using a small flat brush. And this middle portion is going to be covered with a beautiful little waterfall. And right now, with a mixture of phthalo blue and titanium white, I'm applying this light blue color created recently with the number 5 palette knife, and I'm painting this snow where the light isn't falling. And this is the first layer. If you think there's something lacking, you can add the second layer subsequently. And let me tell you that the color should be a little lighter than the previously used, because this portion of snow, or you can say this part of the glacier, is a little farther than the previous part that we recently painted. And this is how you have to do it. This is simple. Just take some color on your palette knife and drag it downwards. And right now we are making those indications of trees that stand at the foot of our glacier, and you just have to use your 1 inch brush with a small amount of black color on it tap on a place where you want to paint the trees and drag it upwards. This is a simple procedure we have to follow, and most of this forest is going to be covered with the large trees that we are going to paint. And right now you can see me painting the head of the glacier with the titanium white, and no amount of phthalo blue should be added in it because the light is directly falling on the head of the glacier. And if I show you the zoomed version of the video, you can see I take color, small amount of color on my palette knife and just move in a single direction from left to right, or you can do it from right to left, but keep the strokes constant in one direction only when you are painting this glacier. And don't ruin the edges, let there be some sort of distinction somewhere and some sort of mixture somewhere on the edges. It will give it a realist look. And these are the indication of trunks wherein I am going to paint the trees. As I already said, the flat brush can be used to paint the tree, you can see here, but right now I'm going to use this fan brush, and I'm also using it for the first time. I have not practiced it much to paint the trees with this fan brush, but right now I am using this on a painting and I hope it turns out good. And this is how you have to paint your trees with your fan brush. I'm using a small one because I don't want to make a large mistake. That's why I'm not employing a large fan brush. And the same thing has to be repeated on the two sides. But the trees painted on the right side are going to be maybe a little taller again. I will repaint them. And right now, these slopes I was talking about recently, I'm going to paint them and keep my light source constant as the light is coming from the right side. The slopes, the portion of the slopes is going to be brighter on the part where the light is directly falling. And the same thing has to be done. Small amount of white color on your palette knife and drag it downwards. And now this is the fan brush loaded with white color, and I am putting in the details in there on the trees, and it gives the look of the snow fallen on the trees. And this is how you have to do it. This is a simple procedure. And do not overdo the details because it will completely ruin the effect on your trees. So we are done with this, and right now I'm going to add the details into my clouds. The head of the clouds are going to be a little lighter, and this is I'm doing with this round makeup brush. This was gifted to me by my sister, and this is a very beautiful cloud. If you have seen my previous paintings, I have painted a lot of clouds with this brush. And the same thing, I have a lot of phthalo blue and white color in my round brush that I painted the details of the clouds with, and I'm going to make the strokes from the line where the waterfall will start towards the end, and again with the fan brush applying a lot of color on it and just dragging it simply downwards. So finally I'm going to use this round brush, and I'm going to paint a lot of mist in there. And the procedure is simple. You just have to make the round circular strokes with a mixture of phthalo blue and a lot of titanium white. There should be some shades of phthalo blue in there only in your mist, but more of it should be with white color. And at the end with a flat brush I'm going to put some details in the mist, but that would be a final part. You can make the exact same painting in a home as well. And finally it's time to sign this painting, and I would call it done. Thank you for supporting me. I have put all the links in the description. You can visit my Instagram and my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you for always supporting. And here's the final version of the painting.